Right now we're going to meet someone who has gone through the 21-day total freedom journey, and I want you to meet Christy. She struggled with an unhealthy addiction to food all of her life, and she's here now to share how that addiction was broken after she went through the 21-day total freedom journey. Christy, thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for going through the journey and sharing your experience. But let me first of all ask you, how did the 21-day total freedom journey, how did it help you to break that addiction?
It showed me what a bondage was. And I knew that my food addiction was not, I thought it was physical, but it wasn't. It was a bondage, it was a stronghold. And through the journey, it really showed me that it was an emotional problem. And it helped me get to the root of why I use food as a mask.
Well, I talk about in the 21-day journey that you have to deal with the problem on the right level. And a lot of times when we have a physical problem, we think the answer is physical. You know, more exercise or doing this or not doing this. But our eating is tied to our emotions. And so tell me how you did that.
Honestly, it was looking one of your days that talked about a spirit of infirmity, and it talked about rebellion and compulsion and independence. And I realized that it wasn't lack of self-discipline. I know that's part of it, but it was so much deeper than that. And so
it is so much deeper than that. Yeah, because so let me go back into your past. So what was there in your past? Did God uncover anything in your past that had not been resolved?
Yes. I'm very performance-based. So food was a cover for if I didn't perform, or if I did perform, it just was always there for me. And it also uncovered that I had an orphan spirit.
Wow.
And I wasn't trusting enough. And so
your relationship with God, your concept of God.
And with people. But yes, mainly with God. And I did not realize that I didn't fully trust God in that area of my life.
See, I think that's wonderful, Christy. The 21-day journey came out of mine and Karen's experience. When we first got saved 44 years ago, I didn't take drugs. That's the only thing I think I didn't do. But other than that, I was in bondage in every area of my life. I had emotional pain. I had concepts of God that were totally unbiblical. And as we grew in our Christian faith and in our concept of God, it's kind of like peeling an onion. We began to get free. And Jesus said, whom the Son sets free is free indeed. And that means we can be totally free. So you feel freer today.
Yes.
So how does that relate to your relationships? How does that relate to the way that you see yourself and just kind of do life in general?
It makes me want to give God just a huge high five. It's not in my own power. And I have always struggled with it's my power, and it isn't. Yeah. It was Him. And I really related to the lady in Luke 13. He immediately healed me. I don't think I've ever experienced that.
Wow.
So it's just very freeing. It's not about me. It's about Him.